In the course of American history, we've had John F. Kennedy's biography, Profiles in Courage. We've had Barack Obama's biography, Barack Obama, The Audacity of Hope. But now, no one can boast a more glorious biography than the infamous Sansa Rae Smith. Sansa Rae's bio from her public fans page has so many ridiculous highlights that I have decided to pull out the best ones by category for your review. And you're welcome. Okay, let's start. This is Sansa Rae's bio in her own words, starting with the introduction. Sansa Rae was born June 1st, 1980 in Detroit, Michigan. She was interestingly original from the beginning of her life, raised in Washington, D.C. Sansa Rae grew up in a semi-stable environment with her mother, grandmother, cousin, and 2 aunts. Experiencing upheaval, she was considered very quiet and introverted. It wasn't until later in her life that she began to experience the effects of the verbal and physical abuse caused by some of her family and peers. Very early on, Sansa Rae began to show a unique interest in singing, participating in a 3-girl singer group and the Ebenezer AME Youth Choir in Fort Washington, Maryland. Upon entering high school, Sansa Rae started a 5-member gospel group called Anointed Praise. Upon the group dissolving, Sansa Rae began pursuing a solo career. In 1996, she began singing and recording hooks for local rap artists. Sansa Rae started her first business at the age of 18. It wasn't until 2000 that Sansa Rae relocated unexpectedly to Atlanta, Georgia. Now we're moving into the category of music. Since 1995, Sansa Rae was an American recording artist, musician, and producer. In 2000, after a month of relocating to Atlanta, Sansa Rae began interning at Def Jam South's marketing department. After shadowing Def Jam South rap artist Ludacris's manager Shaka Zulu and listening to the advice of Def Jam South president Scarface, Sansa Rae decided to attend American Intercontinental University, majoring in business marketing. Through interning and studying, Sansa Rae still managed to work part-time at popular nightclubs in the city of Atlanta as a waitress, while continuing to record her solo projects. After 2 failed attempts to release 2 albums, Sansa Rae dropped out of the music industry in 2006 and relocated to Charlotte, North Carolina. She began her modeling career after being noticed on a popular dating website by a local photographer. Sansa Rae's modeling career was a success. This was extremely significant to her because she was always turned down for all modeling opportunities in Atlanta. She was always told she wasn't attractive enough to model. After appearing in several men's magazines, countless websites, participating in exclusive interviews, and hosting all over the East Coast, there was no place you couldn't see Sansa Rae. After being ridiculed for her few extra pounds, her peers began to call her the ultra model. Sansa Rae's measurements were too big for her to be a fashion model and were too small for her to be a plus size model. So therefore, ultra model fit perfectly. She pleasantly accepted the name along with the challenge of excelling in the urban modeling industry. Sansa Rae became one of the most popular and highly paid models inside of the entertainment industry. Okay. Being an urban model wasn't all it was cracked up to be. By 2009, Sansa Rae was ready to move into the next level of her career. The kind of modeling she had become involved with was not considered respectable, and it began to change her personal relationships with her family and close friends. This was a huge strain on her career, having to fend for herself in a male-dominated industry that required you to work for sexual favors. She began to disapprove of her own actions, and the money and the popularity didn't seem worth the dramatics that came along with being considered a soft porn star. Throughout her career, Sansa Rae made major connections inside of the entertainment industry. Becoming involved with so many people caused Sansa Rae to gain many friends, along with plenty of enemies. During that time, she began posting videos on YouTube.com discussing these personal and professional encounters with people. Her very public quarrels with DJ K Slay, Q, president of World Star Hip Hop, and celebrity models Kimmy Kennedy and Jenna Shea gave her a little notoriety, however, negatively. Her videos speaking on the topics led to her getting tons of emails from her fans asking her for advice about how to have smooth, professional, and personal relationships. Suddenly, she became a counselor for people, and her advice became valuable to many. Her videos became so popular that executives from the CW network and Showtime offered her a deal to star in her own reality show. Because of her brutal honesty, addictive personality, and stunning beauty, television became the next logical step for her. Jesus have mercy, Lord. Personal life. After being rumored to be romantically tied to Trey Songz, Chad Ochocinco, and Ray Lavender, Sansa Rae sought a more private personal life. Still a work in progress, Sansa Rae Smith has become an author and motivational speaker. Sansa Rae Smith has no regrets. Through the pain, humiliation, embarrassments, happiness, success, and power, she has become a relationship expert, author, TV personality, better mother, lover, and friend. And that is the end, people. It seems like Sansa Rae is the biggest almost in American history, y'all. She comes close to accomplishing something of significance, but ends up failing due to some form of self-sabotage. Sansa Rae, if you're out there listening, what I have noticed is, regardless of the hundreds of people you have crossed in the music industry, modeling industry, and on YouTube, the common denominator of failure is always you. I would like to thank you for sharing your time with me today. Shout out to all the chat room members and listeners that may be listening in your car, at home watching this on television, working out, or just taking a break at work. Your time is greatly appreciated. I also welcome all visitors. I'm always in the chat room providing commentary on videos, so when you come in, subscribe, and then introduce yourself in the chat. This presentation is supported by a Cash App promotion. If you do not have Cash App, click on my referral link in the description box and comment section. Copy and paste the referral code after the Cash App download, and you and I will receive $5 after you start making transactions. If you already have Cash App, feel free to make a donation at $EBMN2K. That's $EBMN2K. If you have PayPal, you can send your donations to paypal.me/EBMNTWOK. That's paypal.me/EBMNTWOK. If you have Venmo, you can send your donations to @EBMN2K. That's @EBMN2K. Now we're about to go into chat session for those who are watching this live. If you are visiting and are new, you should come by to the chat and introduce yourself. If you're watching this in playback form, you can go ahead and exit the video now. Thanks.